All right, what's up, y'all? I'm live on Instagram and YouTube right now, so you could catch me on either one of them. This is I mentioned yesterday that I was gonna try to get on here. So I'm just coming from Newman Madison Prep and Newman Madison Prep and Ponchatoula for basketball. It's the second scrimmage I've been to. Newman. Like I said, before I get started, um, if you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe for sure. All that stuff help. Subscribe, like it, comment, all that. I'll be in the comment. I'll be jump in the comments. I'll be jumping in and out of there. So definitely do that for me. And then if you can too, I got memberships. You get the game early, the full game early, and that's 10 a month. That really really helps. I can't even express to y'all how much that helps. Like if y'all can do that, and if you can, you can do like a little one time donation. They got a like a little heart button under the videos. So yeah, you can do that too. But anyway, on this one, I'm gonna hit on the scrimmage. You know that I just came from. Come to the Eisenhower games. Who's that? What is that? I'm gonna hit on the scrimmage I just came from. I'm gonna talk about Karr and Curtis, and then I'm gonna kind of jump around the playoffs a little bit. But I'm not gonna stay probably too long because it's already 9:30. I was trying to get on here earlier, but you know how that go. Now for Newman and Madison Prep and Ponchatoula, they basically did a three-way scrimmage. But basically every team played a whole game. They played like Ponchatoula played Newman first, and they just did like two halves. Well, no, they did one half. Let me get it straight. Newman played Ponchatoula for the first half, and then Newman played Madison Prep for basically the second half. And then Newman and Ponchatoula played the Madison Prep and Ponchatoula played the last game. So I'm a Newman. Newman looked like about kind of how we all expected. They probably had like 6, 7 dunks. Ty looked real good. Ty Jones, his footwork is looking really really improved. Like he had a real nice drop step, just dunked on somebody. I was like, ooh, that was kind of tough. Now see, not tied in here, so I can't say that he gonna start feeling himself. So it was an all right move. It was straight. Um, and then look, then Chris Sinek, he had a lot of boards in there. I took down some notes because I know I wasn't gonna be able to jump back and forth between my stuff. But Ty had 8. I had him with 8 and 3 rebounds. Who else in here? Sinek had 5 and 5 boards, and this is just against Ponchatoula and what's basically a half, so the first half. And then Jackson Williams actually had 11. So that's the guard. I don't know if too many people know about him just yet, but he a 2026 guard. He played too, real tough on defense for sure, and he gonna do a lot of that. But he gonna score. He gonna score a lot for them too. So they stack. Chris Burton, he had a dunk, and he had 5 in that game. Who else I got on? Oh, Sebastian Thrower. He played a little bit last year, but he basically, started at point guard, and he was real. He was doing his real point guard thing. I don't think he really even shot much, if at all. And I got him with 5 assists in here, so he probably had at least 4 or 5. And then Tatum Langdon, that's another name that y'all should probably know. That's if you follow the Pels at all, that's Trajan Langdon. He's one of the executives for that's his son, and he can shoot. Like he be shooting. He hit 3 today. He hit 1 against Ponchatoula, and then I think he hit 2 against Madison Prep. So games look good. Newman. No, I ain't take down the score. I think Newman won the first one. It don't really matter who quote unquote win these. I think Newman won the first one by like 10, I want to say, and then Madison Prep won the second one against Newman. They won that little first half. I think they were about like 26-20 or something. I should have put the scores in here, but anyway, um, then Madison Prep, as far as they go, Jace the Prime, he looked real good. He was shooting it off the dribble. Looked like he had pretty good command over everything. He, more of an off guard, so he was kind of, the point guards was kind of doing their thing some. But Jace, he gonna be super nice, or he is already nice. So, and then number 4, I think that's Quentin Dabney, but I don't know if they updated their roster yet, and I don't know if Madison Prep kids at that great yet. But I think that was him, and he had 13 and 3 steals, whoever number 4 was. So that'd be good for them. And then Ponchatoula, they two main guys are Jeremiah at he a 2024 kid, he a guard, and then Allen Graves, who committed to Santa Clara. I don't know if he signed yet, but I know for sure he committed. And Allen had 8 and 3. He looked real good. He had a couple threes. Had a nice dunk, a couple and ones, doing a little bit of everything really. I had him with 6, 7, 2 assists and 2 steals in the Madison prep half. So they're gonna be a contender again. Ponchatoula won last year, didn't they? Somebody jumping to come. I think Ponchatoula won last year, and then in 5A, and then Newman won in whatever division. I don't remember all these divisions no more. But Newman won, and then Madison Prep. I know they always gonna be in the mix. So that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for that. I'm gonna try to get that uploaded tomorrow. Will this stream be saved and uploaded? What you mean? Oh, I don't know what you mean. It's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be on the stream. The stream stay on the channel if you're on YouTube, so it's gonna be on there. But as far as calling Curtis, I'll jump into that one real quick. Now they had some people in my comments. What you mean kickers not? Because if you had a membership, then kickers would be in the videos. That's on you. But as far as calling Curtis, I had some people in the comments talking about, oh, it was fixed. Ain't no way Karr could lose by that many, blah, blah, blah. How you fix a game to lose by 40? How can a ref make you lose by 40? Like, how is that a thing? Like, I don't want to hear none of that. I know Karr and they coaches ain't making none of them type of excuses. Like, ain't no such and such was cheating. None of that. None of that. That's not a thing. Like, Curtis came out. You got to get them dudes their credit, man. They played lights out. Like, and this is the other thing too. Like there was no turnovers in those games, 0 turnovers. So that means like we just not letting you do nothing that you want to do. You came into the game thinking, I don't know, maybe you could hit it short and get you a run after the catch, but like Curtis was on all that, none of it was happening. And then on offense, that Ville, like people don't, really like watching it so much. I know me personally, I hate filming it because I can't see nothing. I can't see who got the ball. I can't tell where they at. I'm trying to like keep a wide view so when somebody do pop free, I'm at least on them. But like it's hard just following the ball. So really, I would kind of like if you played against Karr, like or you played against that Curtis offense, I would kind of like for somebody, a player, somebody to jump in and just tell me like how hard is it to see? Like, can you like when I'm watching it, it looks like by the time somebody get the ball and maybe they done pop free, they like 20 yards downfield and you already hit. Like it's a touchdown now. But I think that I think they really just came out and took care of business. Wasn't no funny stuff, like wasn't nothing crazy happening. Like Karr only had 7 penalties. Like people try to say, oh, well, it was throwing all the flags on. They had 7 penalties. That ain't a lot. I don't see Karr with like 15. So I was not expecting that at all. I've never seen Karr lose like that. Uh, and I've been doing this since like I probably started going to games like 2015, 16. And I went back and looked through some of the scores because I was like, I don't think I ever seen this happen before. And all the games that I went back and I looked to like 2015, 16. I mean, they lost to De La Salle one year, but they lost that game by like 2. Last year they lost to Catholic. I wasn't at that game, but they lost by 8 in the playoffs. And then the year before, who was it? Westgate. Westgate. They lost to. That was like a one-score game. When they lost to Karen Crow in state a couple years ago, they lost by like 16, but somebody scored a touchdown late, so it wasn't really. That was basically a one-score game too. I never seen Karr like just get blown out ever. So that was wild. But shout out to Curtis, man. Oh, and obviously shout out to Coach JT 622. Me personally, I don't care about none of that LHSA dock them 30 wins, like whatever. If you really want to get into that situation, like I don't know how many people, read up on it or whatever, but basically there was a kid stand, Willie Allen, like this not like I'm breaking news or something. Willie Allen, like he was supposed to stand with a coach. Um, and I know like a little bit about this situation. I don't want to get too deep into it, but like I, I'm gonna just say I think he like needed somewhere to stay. Like this wasn't like some we just bringing him in so he could be eligible. Like or I don't. That's not how the story was told to me, or from what I know about it, that's not the type of situation it was. But they came back like how you play your whole career and then they come back and be like, "Oh no, he was never eligible." Like, yo, nobody knew for 3 years that he was staying over there. Like, I don't care about none of that, dog. Like, whatever happened on the field, that's what happened on the field. That's how I always done looked at stuff. I mean, whoever it is, like when they took away Reggie Bush trophies and all that, like, dog, we all saw the man like toast college football. I don't care that y'all gonna come back and say, "Oh, he not in." Whatever. Um, so that was the big thing from last week. Uh, I was like I said, I was pretty surprised by that game. Jason, who really kind of had good games for them. Um, really everybody. uh, I think it's super hard to defend that offense because you might think you they set you up with the run all game. They ran it out, like 40 times. So every play kind of looked the same. And if they coming off the ball, the receivers coming off the ball, you don't know if they look like they about to block you, and then they just take off. And I mean, it's tough, dog. Like you playing against that Ville, like you just constantly in one-on-one matchups. Like somebody got the dive man, somebody got quarterback, somebody got pitch man. So one person mess up, or like I said, you can't see because they all bunched up together. So like, and they'll pull it at the last second. I got one real good shot where like the running back almost like 2 yards downfield and Doggin Dig, and I don't know how you pronounce his name, but he just like pull it right at the last second, and they ain't really getting anything on that play anyway. But it's still like that's just so hard to defend. Playing the playoffs, you got to be so disciplined. Like that's just a really hard offense to deal with. And on top of that, I see, they go out, you maybe make a tackle, defense bucking, and like they should be bucking because it's a good play. But even a good play for a defense, that's like 3 yards for Curtis. So like 3 yards 4 times is a first down. Y'all know how that go. Y'all can add. So it's a tough deal. I'm kind of interested to see what both of them gonna do in the playoffs. Like I'm not really like down on Karr necessarily. They like I done said before, like this team right here really not supposed to be the team that's like smashing everybody. They really not. Like they young. They probably got like I said, like 10 seniors that really play a lot. Everybody else coming back, like so many people coming back. John the sophomore, Dejon the running back, he gonna be back. Oliver Mitchell gonna be back. Obviously, Manchild, y'all should know about him. He gonna be back, and they always got receivers coming in and out of there. So I mean, that is what it is. Then the two D tackles coming back. They got a DN that's coming back. Um, Everett Riverdale. I'm gonna go through some of the brackets in a second, but yeah, that's yeah, like Aiden Hall gonna be back. Maurice Williams at cornerback. He real nice. He gonna be real good. They kind of compare him to Greedy Vance if you remember him, Jamie Vance. So he gonna be a monster. Like they gonna be here for a minute. Oh, Arsenio Jr. Like he gonna be they gonna be a problem. Like you better get him this year. If they win one this year, you could be looking at another three-peat, but we'll see how that go. Curtis, they really look like they peaking at the right time. And so I'm a let me see. You got any questions in here? I ain't really been looking too much in the comments. Y'all gotta add some questions in here, man. I'm not going to St. Charles. It's a lot of reasons I don't go to a lot of places. That's like not a simple answer of why I go to this game, but why I go to that game. All right, let me see. I already hit on the Madison prep and all that. Let me look through some of these brackets right quick. I ain't gonna stay on too long because I need to start trying to put this scrimmage together. I want to try and get that out tomorrow. So let's see how that go. That might be a task. Uh Let me see Division One. And see, I'm gonna run through the. I'm gonna mostly just hit on like our teams because I'm not around the state as much as I used to be. But let me see what kind of local games we got on here. I think I had a. Yeah, so yeah, this Division One. Yeah, the Thursday game. They got a few Thursday games. In case y'all didn't know, they got a Riverdale and the Everett. I'm probably gonna be at that one on Thursday. But they also got a scrimmage, or not even a scrimmage, a jamboree, basketball jamboree at 3-5. I know St. Aug play Newman, and they got some other teams in there too. I think I want to say Bonneville was in it. I might be wrong though, but I'm gonna try to get a schedule for that. If I run across it or whatever, I'll tweet it out, Instagram it out, whatever. But they play that day too. So I'm not positive where I'm gonna be. I might go to that. But Everett and Riverdale, I don't really know too much about Riverdale. I haven't seen them. Let me I'll pull up their schedule right quick. That might be able to tell y'all a little something. Let me see. Yeah, I would looking at their scores. I wouldn't think Everett would have a lot of trouble with that. Newman best team in the city. Yeah, that's not a. We probably could start talking. Let me say this: they probably will lose like a game or two just because it's basketball and like they, shit happens. So I could see them, losing a few games. I don't want people to go too crazy. Somebody beat them, but yeah, Newman, they the best team. They might be the best team in the state. It would be hard to have a team better than them in the state. Oh, and on Newman, little RJ, Randy Livingston son, he is not eligible yet. Um, they hoping that he get eligible this week, but they do expect him to be ready, you know, before the season starts. So hopefully that all get worked out because I won't see him on the court for sure. Let me see. Yeah, I hit on the Riverdale game right quick. Yeah, like I said, Riverdale they lost to St. Martin's 28-58 and 51-14. So yeah, like I said, Everett shouldn't really have too much trouble with them just by looking at their scores. But MLK they play Thursday too, but they play at Episcopal, and then the Ritter Lake Shore. That's another kind of sort of local game. That's on the North Shore, but the Ritter at Lake Shore. Division One and Select. Yeah, Everett should be done. Bird Bird is at Jesuit at the Shrine. That's what they call it now. Zephyr Field, whatever you want to call it. I can't believe I haven't ended up at a game day this year. I know the sight lines kind of suck because it's a baseball field, so like it's weird. Like I shot a game there. I don't know. That had to be like 4 or 5 years ago, but it was like really weird. Anyway, I don't know too much about Bird. Team from Shreveport. They 4-6. Both these teams 4-6. So we'll kind of see how that go. Rummel, they play Northwood, Shreveport. So they all the way up there. Rummel, Rummel tough though on the low. Like they really they started out kind of slow, but they don't really, whipped into shape. Like they was right there with Karr, pretty much all game. I wouldn't be surprised at all. They go up there and get a win. Um Bonneville is at Alexandria. Haven't seen either one of them. I heard a few things about Bonneville here and there, but I don't know. I ain't gonna be able to predict the upset. Um, St. Aug at 3-5. At 3-5. St. Aug at McKinley. McKinley's number 11. They 7-3. Look, man, the vibes. I don't know if the vibes are great right now at all. I hope they can get it turned around. I'm gonna say this: they obviously got a ton of talent, and they like people gonna look at their scores or like they just gonna look at their record, but like St. Aug not they don't get blown out. Like they be in every game. They competitive. They just like just a few mistakes here and there. Sometimes they can't keep their offense on schedule and turnovers. Turnovers gonna be the big thing. If they can not turn the ball over, they gonna have a chance to beat anybody. Like they gave Carr the best game until Carr played Rummel and then lost to Curtis. But yeah, I really wouldn't be surprised to see St. Aug get a win. I really wouldn't. That is kind of on my list of maybe going to that one. As far as Friday, I'm probably gonna be at 3-5 in Landry, but I ain't get there just yet, so I'm gonna keep running through some of these local games. Um, Let me see. Higgins is at Tiaga. Tiaga's a 10 seed. They 8-2. So I don't know. I don't know Higgins. That might be a tough one for y'all. Higgins is a 23 seed. They 3-7 this year. In Division Two, this is all still select. De La Salle got a home game. They played number 18 Buckeye. De La Salle, I seen them 3 times this year. They Jason Banks, real good running back for them. They gonna lean on him for sure. I like some of the guys they got on defense too. Number one, Derek, I think his last name was Irvin. Every time I see him, he out there making some plays. I think he kind of one of the leaders of that team too, for sure. So yeah, they look like could get a win. They played a super tough schedule, so that they record 4-6, but they got a home game probably because they played their schedule so tough. So yeah, I could definitely see De La Salle getting the win here. Booker T, who I actually just saw De La Salle play, they play Peabody. Peabody is number 14. That's another. I won't say they're in that. No, they're not in Shreveport. They're in like Alexandria, I think. Yeah, Peabody in like Alexandria. Um, so let's see how that go. Booker T. They Myron, the quarterback, I like him. Deshaun Scoop, Deshaun Scoop. They call him Snoop, but Deshaun Smith. He's 2025 receiver. Play some safety for them too. John Darrensburg, another DB. He pretty slept on. I don't think a lot of people know about him at all. I did a highlight on him. You probably check the Instagram page. You'll see some of them. And I got another one coming out on him soon. So yeah, be on the lookout for him. He number 9. Let me see. Yeah, next game right here is Landry at 3-5. This is the game I'm probably gonna be at. Like I mentioned before, Landry's 22, 3-5 is number 11, 3-5, 6-3, Landry 2-7. Only saw Landry once at the beginning of this year when they played Karr, and that wasn't really close. But they got a couple athletes. I mean, they've been through a lot, obviously, with Coach Noel Ellis, getting suspended. Now I think he actually back eligible now, but he's not with Landry anymore. I think he probably should catch on at another school. Super, real good coach, real good mind for defense. So he gonna catch on somewhere. Real good dude. Um, let's see. This Division Three. You got St. Thomas Aquinas at North Lake, Sophie B at Patrick Taylor. That's at Hoss on a Friday. So if anybody wants to see that one, that's at Friday at 7. I hadn't seen either one of those two teams this year yet. So yet we only got a couple weeks left. Um, Lake Charles Prep is at Pope John Paul. That's on the North Shore. Jefferson Rise is at Parkview Baptist. That's in BR. Central and East St. John. This is kind of an interesting one. I saw Central done went, toe to toe with a couple people. That game might get real interesting because Central is the 18 seed, East St. John is 15. Both of them 7-3, and East St. John started out 7-0. I won't say, and now I think they done lost the last 3. Let me look right quick. Yeah, they lost the last 3 close ones too. Most of them close. They lost 21-18 to Terrebonne, 23-13 to Destran. That's honestly pretty good. Um, and then Holy Cross 56-19. Damn, I was definitely surprised to see that score on Friday. Didn't see that coming. Thought that would be a little bit closer, but so that might get a little hairy for East St. John. But let's see how that one go. Parkway at Bell Chase. So Bell Chase got a home game against Parkway. They from Shreveport, so that's gonna be a nice long trip for them. Little home field advantage. Chalmette, that's another one. I could end up at that one, but like I said, it's probably gonna be 3-5 Landry. I hadn't seen Ponchatoula, but I did see Chalmette. I talked about Chalmette a little bit in the live last week, so you can check that out if you want to see what I had to say on them. But Let's see, Division Two. We don't really have anybody in Division Two. And then Port Bar, South Platte. South Platte 8-2 this year. Okay, I see y'all bouncing back a little bit. And then West St. John at Generate. I thought I saw something that somebody said West St. John didn't make the playoffs. But anyway, those pretty much the those are matchups for this week with like local teams. Some of them were from the North Shore. Um, I ain't really got to. I don't really do predictions just because, like, if I'm gonna predict something, like, I need to know what I'm talking. I don't know enough about all these teams in the area this year, or in the state, I should say. Um, but Division One, Don Select, that's looking real interesting. Wrestling got the 1 seed again. Destrehan is the 3, and Neville is the 2. Airline is 4. That's a little crazy. I don't know how. I feel like it's probably been a minute since Airline been this good. Let me see who else is in here. Okay, Chalmette the 10 seed in here. Chalmette can end up, if they get far enough, they'll see Rummel, or not Rummel, Neville. But yeah, I think yeah, you look like you could get a rematch in here with Rustin and Destrehan because they on opposite sides of the bracket. That game, I got that posted from last year. Bro, once again, it's a lot of reasons I don't go to certain games. Like St. Charles Catholic is not close to me for one, and like if y'all want me to come to more games, like yeah, I'm available. Like you can pay me. I'll come to $10 too. Anyway, um, you late, double late. I just hit on Daily South. You're gonna have to go back on YouTube or on this live and check out what I had on Daily South. Uh, that's Division One, Division Two. Yeah, we don't really have any prominent teams in Division Two. Yeah, the closest team is like Lakeshore. Like everybody else is way out. Lakeshore is a 16 in that one. Division Three. So yeah, once we get into Division Three, we the city too big. We got. Yeah, I don't really see nobody in here. Yeah, closest team is a meet really in Division Three for non-select. St. Helena, 13 seed. Okay. Division Four, we definitely not gonna have nobody in here. Well, West St. John. Oh, Kentwood. Kentwood is a 2 seed in Division Four. All right, yeah, Coach Foster. Shout out Coach Foster. That's my dude right there. They gonna be. Yeah, this like the typical every year dudes. This Logan Sport is one. Uh, like I said, Kentwood 2, Oak Grove 3, and Haynesville 4. So that's like Haynesville, Oak Grove, and Kentwood. They there like every single year. And then Logansport, they've been good for like the last few years at least. I won't say maybe a little bit longer. Uh, yeah, all right. So here we go. Division One select. That's Holy Cross getting the 1 seed. That was almost out of nowhere. Like I didn't really expect them to jump that high, but Karr lost. They were 1, and they fell all the way to 5, and that's basically because Karr ended up really not playing nobody outside the district. Like not no, like nobody they could really get points for because Landry wasn't great this year. That was their first week, and then they played Skylandville the second week. Skylandville wasn't that good this year. Is Skylandville even in these playoffs? It don't look like it. They're not in this bracket. I don't think Skylandville made the playoffs. And then they played Easton, and Easton they got two really good wins against Ruston and dang, who else they beat? They beat somebody else good. Ruston and Catholic. They beat Ruston and Catholic, but then both of those games got forfeited. So that affect car power ranking because Easton was a good win for them, but then Easton wasn't a good win for them no more because the Easton forfeited and then they got suspended. So they really didn't get really anything for any of their out of district wins. So that's really what dropped them so far. And I mentioned this last week, but bro, y'all can get off the LHSA as far as like, oh, they trying to put certain schools against each other, blah blah blah. Like, bro, it is a mathematical formula. All they doing is like punching in numbers. The computer gonna spit something out, and that's a wrap on that. So like, y'all don't really gotta be with the conspiracy theories of the LHSA trying to do this or that, whatever. So yeah, Holy Cross is 1. I mentioned Karr is 5. Holy Cross and Karr on the same side. Hmm. that could get interesting again. But then they got Brother Martin in here at number 4, and they could end up, yeah, Brother Martin and Karr could see each other in the quarters. And I would expect both of them to get the Karr is gonna play either 12 Huntington or 21 Woodlawn, because Karr and Brother Martin got the top 8 seeds got buys. So Karr and Brother Martin chilling this week. Brother Martin is gonna play either Alexandria or Bonneville next week. And yeah, I would expect them two to see each other in the quarters. Holy Cross could either get Jesuit or Bird. Holy Cross beat Jesuit 30-0. I think that was week 8. So as we kind of see, Bird is another one of them teams that run the veer though, or triple option, or however you want to call it. It's little differences between the offenses, but more or less the same thing if you're watching. So Bird, another one of them teams that run that. I don't know if they still run that, but I know they used to. Karen Crow, another team. They're another veer team. So and Acadiana. So Karen Crow will play Acadiana. That might be 2 veer teams. So 3 of the 4 in that little area could end up being veer teams. Bottom of the bracket, Catholic is 3, and Everett and Riverdale. So yeah, like I mentioned earlier, I expect Everett to win that game. And then Everett and Catholic. Catholic is just, they tough like they are every year. Let's see, McKinley and St. Aug, like I mentioned earlier, I think St. Aug could get that game, and then they'd have Curtis after. Did I see the St. Aug Curtis game? I feel like I did. I know obviously Curtis won, but yeah, they kind of want to win that second. Nah, Curtis controlled that game pretty much start to finish, honestly. So I don't know. Let's see. St. Paul's played the winner Tiaga and Higgins. Captain Shreve being the 2 seed is kind of wild. Like they was, because when I was working at NOLA way back, 2013, 2014, like I used to be over Shreveport, and like Captain Shreve was like solid, but like they wasn't like on no 2 seed type stuff, so they done kind of leveled up over there. That's about it for Division 1. If you was asking me to make a pick, I could probably pick this one. Like I would still say Karr, but like I'm gonna say this too. Karr looked beatable like for a lot of the year. Like I ain't gonna say beatable, but like they didn't look like they wasn't. If you look at the final scores, they look like they crushing everybody, but they really wasn't. Like Jesuit, it was 7-7, like late in the third quarter, and then they just scored like 4 touchdowns in a row, so like it looked crazy. Rummel, that game was back and forth. St. Aug, they was about to lose the lead in the fourth quarter, but like they end up. Dawson was trying to stretch for the pylon, fumble, boom, going the other way. That was the game. Like I think St. Aug was about to take the lead. I want to say that was like either late third or fourth quarter. So like, they look like they could be got. So, but even with that said, as much as they didn't prove this year, like I wouldn't pick anybody else over them. We'll put Holy Cross is definitely in that mix. I mean, they the 1 seed. That's crazy because this Coach Watney first year. So, if he can keep getting enough talent there, because he came in, they had a talented squad already. So if he can keep getting the talent in there, which I expect he can, they're gonna be tough for a minute, because he the best football coach I ever had personally. Like I actually played for Watney at UNO. So let me see. Yeah, that's about it for Division 1. That's probably the most interesting bracket. Let me see. Division 2 select St. Thomas more than 1 seed. You should know how they go. They like that every year. Livingston down here. I might need to try to catch them. Need a 9 seed. See, then they would have a road game second round, so that would be kind of tough. Shaw is the 5 seed. They've been trying to get me to come to their games for most of this year. Y'all don't be showing no love, dog. Like I be needing y'all to show love, so I can't just be pulling up for free all the time. Like I don't know what to tell you. But I really do like that Shaw team. I saw them in preseason, and I like their running back Jasper Parker, the Mason. They got a Rontre Carter, the cornerback over there to do like 2027, but he was already 2020. He was already like an all district player as an 8th grader. So Rontre Carter, look out for that name. Newman to the dome. I ain't get the Newman yet, Ty, but yeah, Newman been looking real tough. I'm gonna touch on them in a second. But Shaw, they gonna either play Evangel or Belair. Belair's in BR. Evangel. Oh, see, I'm about to run out of I ain't charged my phone. Probably should have been on that. But anyway, Evangel in Shreveport, y'all know Evangel. Hey, Evangel, if you got Freevee, that's like a little streaming service or whatever. Evangel actually got a TV show on that. So a TV series on that. So if you want to check that out, you can watch it. I actually didn't watch it, but I did run across it. Um Kennedy is the 4 seed, and it's tough for Kennedy. You know, me like I didn't really get to see him because I saw him in preseason when they played Karr, but you know that's kind of playing Karr and preseason. It was on their head. Like it's kind of hard to judge them with that. You know, Karr. You know, you can watch that's on the channel. You can watch it if you want to see how it went. But they really just haven't played anybody. Like I was gonna go to the game when they played Carver when they were supposed to play Carver, but then Carver got their season canceled, so that was a wrap on them. And then everybody else they played, I knew they was gonna blow them out, so it wasn't really no point going. Um, so I mean, obviously y'all know about BB. He just committed that LSU. That's Bernard Causey, DB corner really. James Evans, that's another kid they got I like. He played wide receiver, but he played some defense for them too. So, like I said, I haven't seen it since preseason, so I'm not sure what they're gonna be looking like. But I will say they're taking care of business against the teams they're supposed to beat, and they beating them the way they're supposed to beat them. So hopefully they make a deep run. I can catch them, maybe a time or two. And just to give you an idea what I'm talking about as far as like now they did play some teams early on in the season. Let me say that. Like they played Terrebonne in week 2. They're a pretty good squad. They beat them 20-7. They played Saint Amar in week 3 and lost to them 14-20. And then they beat Live Oak 18-7. Live Oak is a 5A school. But after that, like the district, they beat Reed 56-0, Livingston 64-0, 5-0, Patrick Taylor 51-0, and Wright 62-24. So I mean, like I said, it wasn't really no reason for me to go. Oh, hold up. Y'all getting it popping in the chat over here. In the YouTube chat, I ain't been really peeping. Y'all been looking at Instagram. Y'all ain't doing nothing on Instagram. Y'all not popping. Y'all not getting it in. Let me try to look at these comments around here. But before I get to that, let me knock out these brackets right quick. Lafayette Christian, Jawan Johnson, that's the dude y'all need to know out there. He be getting it in. He a quarterback. He probably played some defense with him too, to be honest. 3-5 at Landry. Like I said, I hit on earlier. Booker T, if they do beat Peabody, end up playing Lafayette Christian. And I think, no, that will still be on the road because they got to get a home game first. Who at the bottom down here? Turlins Catholic is the 7. Madison Prep. De La Salle, if they win, they will play Edie White, who's the 2 seed. Edie White, shout out to home. I want to say they're out in that little area. Do I have a pick for this bracket? If I was picking this bracket, I'd just say St. I ain't seen a lick of them, but knowing what St. Thomas More be like, that's just who I pick. Probably St. Thomas More, Lafayette Christian. St. Charles is the 1 seed in Division 3. I don't know. I didn't get to see them this year, which I touched on earlier. Like it's a lot of reasons why I'm in and out of games, but that is what it is. Newman is the 3 seed, and see, I was so close to going to probably like three Newman games, but other games went out. Maybe I had more orders from another game, whatever. But I did want to catch them, and they really been looking good this year. When they beat Manny in week 2 or 3, whatever, I was like, oh, all right, they for real. Like they're not playing no game. But just from seeing their record, I can tell you Eli Friend probably playing out of his mind. That's the quarterback that replacing Arch Manning, and he was good last year. Like he played they used him more as like an athlete. Like he played some running back, and you could see, he was a good athlete, pretty good speed, like pretty big, good size on him. So I'm sure he's playing some real good ball over there. Anthony Jones at receiver, Will Lorenzo at tight end. He probably killing. They got I want to say Brett Borderline is there still. They just had a big commit on the O line that graduated, and I might be getting them mixed up. But yeah, Newman, they super tough. That'd be wild if Newman end up winning the winning state like the year after Arch League. But Newman was 9-0 this year. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8-0. They were 8-0 before they played St. Charles Catholic, who they lost to 28-0. So St. Charles is just they tough, bro. Like Wayne Stein, like top 5 coach in the state easy. Like that dude is a monster. Like he's somebody you just want to play for. And he coached baseball too. I don't know if he still do it, but I know he used to be a coach of the baseball team too. Um, Zachary winning pedestrian tough. Okay. Zachary then was an overtime. Another one. I almost went to that game too, but that was a little far because I really wanted to pull up on Empire wins. I really did want to kind of get out there. I'm gonna be in BR games. You could bet that. Um, but yeah, Zachary would be interesting. I want to see Trey Ayers because I seen him for basketball a lot. And I'm still trying to understand how you can be eligible in one sport but not eligible in another sport. I don't see how that makes any sense at all. I need to get a contact for the LHSA. I need some people to explain some things to me. So I get really into y'all because I a quick tangent, like the LHSA, whenever they put down a ruling or whatever, like when they suspended Carver or Easton or whatever, like they don't put nothing out. Like they don't come out and say, "Oh, this school suspended for this reason. They did XYZ." Like they just be like, "Yeah, they suspended." And like I get it in one sense because like if you hand out a punishment or whatever, if you the LHSA and you're gonna come out and say what they did, it's kind of like putting them on blast a little bit. But at the same time, like we as the fans, or especially like if you a parent of one of those schools, I feel like you owe them an explanation. Like, why is my child's senior season suspended? Like canceled? Like, what did they do? I don't know about Mandeville. I haven't seen them, but like what did they do? So I feel like they kind of owe at least the parents some type of explanation because the parents gonna end up going back to the team, and the team gonna give them their version of what happened, or I'm sure they're gonna feel like the suspension was too harsh, whatever. And like this is two sides to every story, so I guess that is what it is. But I kind of do wish the LHSA would tell us something, so we have some kind of context on what's going on. But that is what it is. Um, let me see. That was Division 3. So yeah, about to knock that out. Yeah, Cavalry is number 2 in this bracket. Hopefully we get Newman and St. Charles again because that's possible. They on different sides of the bracket. Back to back for Letcher. What bracket is Letcher in? I don't think I must have overlooked them when I ran across them. Uh, let's see this last one. It's Division 4, so we got 8 championships this year instead of 9. So they got rid of one. Vermilion Catholic, y'all probably ain't gonna know none of these teams. Vermilion Catholic is number 1. Y'all know Southern Lab. Southern Lab is 2. Orange Riverside, those two could meet in the quarterfinals. That was the game I was at. Harlem Berry, and what ended up turning into the Dedrick Lasty show. He ran for like, dang, I think he might have ran for like 300 in that game. It's on the channel, so you can go check it out. But Harlem Berry, a 5-star running back for St. Martin's. I said they the 4 seed. They got to buy, so maybe they make a deep run. They are right here in Metairie, so might catch them again. Maybe depending on how that go. So yeah, that's really all the playoffs. I think that's really pretty much all I want to touch on real quick in this one. It's getting a little late. Let me look in these comments real quick though. Somebody said McKinley don't play nobody on YouTube. I had to take their word for it. Oh, somebody predicting the St. Aug win too. They said McKinley don't play nobody. Oh man, here go organizing talking about the game will fix. I done already told you about yourself. Ain't nobody cheating nothing. Somebody said Karr need to cheat more than. Oh, look, now they say Karr cheating. Anybody that win, y'all say cheating. That's crazy. Like, we all wish Warren Easton was in the playoffs. Yeah, I definitely wish Warren Easton was in here. That really, Warren Easton being out really took a lot of, kind of took some steam off the season. And that was, especially like when the Easton and Karr game didn't really live up. And see, another one, that was turnovers. Like, you turn the ball over against a good team, like, you're going to get smacked. That's how that go. Um, I really don't think like Karr's whatever 30 points better than Easton in the first half like it was. Like, they just had some turnovers and the game just got out of hand. Let me see. Somebody say watch out for Acadiana. Now Curtis beat the brace off of Acadiana. That was 28-0. So I don't know if you want to talk too much about Acadiana. You might. I don't know. I don't know where you from, but it said somebody said Jawan Johnson is the best pure athlete in America and is the next great DB at LSU. Okay, all right. I'm not mad at it. I'm gonna say this though, like Dawson Simmons at all, he really him and Jawan really remind me a lot of each other. Like, tell you the truth, Dawson bigger, but like as far as the athlete, that's been one of the things about St. Aug too. Is like I really think they were gonna play Amari Cooper a lot at quarterback just to get Dawson as a playmaker, and like that dude really is special. Like, he receiving, I ain't really seen him drop no passes. Like, he get on and they use him in the backfield. They try to swing it to him. Like, he just nice. Um, Lafayette Christian. Lafayette Christian reminds me of Karr Destran athlete wise. They do be tough. They do be tough. I ain't seen them this year, but Lafayette Christian always got dogs. I think they what was it? They was on a run of like 7, 8 straight state championships, something stupid. Um, so yeah, let me see. Somebody asked, "Do I know about Lusher or Willow?" I do not. Or if they make it far enough, I will know about them. But I think that's really I think that's really about it for this one. I can't believe I've been on here for 45 minutes. Um, like I said, I got to try to get to putting together that Newman Ponchatoula Madison prep thing game. So I think I'm about to jump off of here right about now. Appreciate y'all checking it out. Go ahead and share it, like it, all that good stuff. Peep out the highlights, watch the highlights. If you don't really feel like watching the highlights, just put it on in the background and just let it play. You can just put my stuff on in the background, let it play while you sleep. That's the way that's help me get my views up. That's what I need. Uh, I seen it, dude. Y'all play Thursday, dude. Y'all in that 3-5 thing? Because Landry seemed like they always will be in something like that. I don't know. He might say. All right. Anyway, bro, like I said, appreciate y'all jumping in. Y'all gonna see me in traffic. He said no, they play Saturday. So no Landry at 3-5. All right. But Og D line something special? Yeah, it is. It is. And you know what's crazy about Og D line? They lost one of the really, really good D linemen too. Probably the third best D line, but he's still super good. Kid Davian Walls. He was a senior. If many coaches end up tapping in here, like, y'all definitely should give him a look. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I think he tore his ACL, but he was killing before he got hurt. But yeah, that D line is definitely serious. Jakeem Stewart is everything everybody said he was gonna be. Every time I see him, like, he's a problem. He will overrun some plays, like, cause he'll get too far upfield and you can kind of undercut him. But he's still a monster, dog. Like, everybody had problems blocking him. Um, so yeah, for like the third time, I'm gonna hop over here. But I appreciate y'all, dog. Like I said, watch as many videos you can, and I'll holler at y'all.